can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. On third down, Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. McCaffrey. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
Bobby Gold on for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines, the defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. On the move to his left. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 1st down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run the counter. It's George. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
Mario Davis.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 49ers' 47-yard line.
Second and 5 now. Jackson flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. He finds Beckham complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
10 at the 21-yard line.
On 1st down, it's George. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin.
The 17-yard
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
On the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On third down, Jackson. Fourth down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The kick by Joseph is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Jack Youngblood showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. This is McCaffrey on the give. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Well, that is not what you want to see from him on the big stage, obviously. And he's been so reliable all season long. A big part of why they've gotten here to this game. Will this haunt them later as the Super Bowl progresses? On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. final play of the half here. It's Jackson looking deep for his tight end Ertz. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These 2 teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Brings up
3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. They'll roll him out right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
Leroy Glover on the tackles. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Open space inside the 10. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Gould is able to put it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. George. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
The tackle made by...
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll keep it on the ground. It's George, and they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Jackson on 3rd down. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
45-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson buying time to his left. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw is Jackson. To throw on 3rd down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one's going toward the sideline. They'll try to play keep away from Beckham. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Now Jackson.
And 2 at the 15-yard line.
Forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's got Green. Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
7-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st down, it's George. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
The tackle made by Ronnie Lott. 2 yards on the pickup.
And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining. And they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And his kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules are the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble and gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In a regular season, only one period is played. We can call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
10 at the 45-yard line.
McCaffrey on the counter. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
It's now 2nd and 6.
First throw in overtime now for Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
McCaffrey.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. His first catch, and it's a big one in overtime. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here is McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Flush to, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jack Youngblood, his 2nd sack of the night. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Jackson's pass, intended for Rob Gronkowski, incomplete. He was covered by Denzel Ward.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Lions will take over.
Turnover on down.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's into the end zone. Move over, James White. You've got a new rival for best finish to a Super Bowl ever. And the San Francisco 49ers will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey.